Hi everyone, it's Alyssa here at the Township of Washington Library with our May Craft of the Month. We are making this cherry blossom wreath, and we're using just some yarn, some floral wire, glue, and felt to make it. The foam forms are really easy to get at most craft stores and dollar stores. Felt you can get anywhere, as well as floral wire. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. But like I said, we just need hot glue. Definitely works best for this, especially if you do want to add the wire onto the back of your branches. I'll show you what I mean when we get there. But you can use a good craft glue as well. Some floral wire, or if you're a jewelry maker and you have some wire that maybe you use for wire wrapping, you could do that. Just like a nice stiff wire. And then I have felt in pink and white, and I have some brown left over. And then, of course, you also have these templates. So these are your blossoms, and so I've traced them onto my felt, and then you can cut them a little bigger, a little smaller, and I free-handed the branches. And so I'll show you how I do it all, and it's really easy, and you can make yours as unique as you would like it to, be, and you can really go wild with lots and lots of blossoms. You could do all pink, you could do all white, you could do a mix, you could do whatever you would like. It is your wreath, it's your design, so I'm going to show you how to get it going.
I like to start by using something with a point to help keep my yarn in place, at least initially, as I start to wrap around my form. This part is not so exciting, but I wanted you to see how I stop every now and then. Not this part. Wrap a little more. But I stop every now and then to close gaps and twist the yarn tighter around the form. You'll see I use my fingers or my palm to twist everything tighter and neaten up all of my strands. I've found that the easiest way to wrap is to prop the form up like this between my knees, put on a podcast, movie, or audiobook, and go to town. Don't forget to keep twisting, as you can see right here, where I tighten up all of my yarn and make sure everything is even. Once finished, you can try to hide any yarn boo-boos like these by gluing and tucking into place, or just leaving it knowing that decorations will hide most errors. Next, I'm going to trace my template and cut out my flowers. I've included two sizes so that you can layer the pieces together and also add more interest. You can cut and customize these however you'd like. Once I've cut out my initial shape, I like to go in and fine tune. I like to slice the petals a little bit, give them some motion, and trim up or change the size of any little petals. That way they're each all unique and it looks a little bit cleaner. I also freehanded and traced out various petal and teardrop shapes to add all around the wreath. Next, we'll freehand a trunk and branch piece on our brown felt and cut that out. I tried to look at some reference pictures of branches or cartoon branches, illustrated branches, to try to figure out exactly what shape I would want to make, and also keep in mind that I wanted some of the pieces to stick up and out and around because we're going to add the wire to support it so it will create an interesting shape in the center of our wreath. Once I've cut my branches out, I'll lay it on the wreath to decide if I want to make any changes to the shape. Now, to add dimension and keep our branches from being too floppy, we'll glue some wire onto the back. Since the glue is hot, you'll see that when I go to lay down my wire, I use my scissors here to help lay it down. Don't want to burn my fingers. You can use a pencil, chopstick, dowel, or popsicle stick, or anything similar to assist you here. You're going to make sure that your wire overlaps. Don't do what I do here. There's a gap. That doesn't work. It makes it kind of floppy. You'll see I go back in and I make sure to overlap my wire from the branch to the main trunk, and that keeps everything supported so that everything makes the shapes that we want to make, and we can bend and pose the wire and make the branches exactly how we want to make them. See, here I'm overlapping it, and that gives it stability. Place it on your wreath and glue where you'd like it. See, I'm covering up a lot of little yarn mistakes. Now we can adorn it with flowers and our petals, and then we'll repeat with the second branch if you'd like. You can do just one branch and make it asymmetrical, or you could do two, or you could do your branches all the way around. You could do as many flowers and as many of the white or pink as you would like with as many petals. To add more dimension to the blossoms, I free cut this round, wobbly, uneven edged piece of felt. Then I cut it into a spiral. I'm just going to go around and around, and again, this doesn't need to be smooth either. This can be as wobbly as you want it to be, which creates natural nature shapes. And I've left a little tab at the end, and what I'm going to do next is roll it onto itself, and then I'll glue the edge down. This looks like a little blossom or the inside of your flower where it hasn't completely unfurled yet, and this will add dimension to the center of my blossoms.
Okay, so that's it. So you can see how the branches that have wires, they pose and stick up really nicely. I can move them around however I'd like them to be. I can create some movement and texture with them, and you can see I added a couple more of these little rosettes for the center, but you can do whatever you want. You can layer a lot of little petal pieces, you can cut a bunch and put them in the center. You can also, if you're a little more artistic, you can see that I use that pink marker, which I kind of like the outline that it puts on there because it reminds me of the different colors that you see in nature, and on cherry blossoms they're all different shades. If you're very artistic, you can kind of shade your flowers with marker or even like a little bit of paint or something. You can do whatever you would like dye. And you can add as many as you like. Yeah, so I added a couple of extra little rosettes in there because I really like the texture. And I think I'm going to cut out some more petals to put here, just like a little spray. And then to hang it, I'm going to use a piece of ribbon that I'm going to tie around the top, wherever you want the top to be. And then I'm going to add some more felt pieces up there, like just an explosion of the petals when they start to fall down. But that's it. It's really, really simple and totally customizable and really pretty. So I really liked this. I'm not very artistic. I am crafty, so I'm sure some of you will have very, very pretty ones. And mine, I did my best, and I think it's really cute and reminds me of just how beautiful the weather is. Not today, the day that I'm filming this, not so much, but other days it's beautiful, it's sunny, and all of these beautiful trees and flowers are all in blossom, and it's one of the reasons that we love cherry blossoms. Alright, so that is it for me today for this month. I hope you all enjoy your craft for this month. And just a reminder that if you would like instructions for this, it is available on our website for a limited time right now. So you can get the instructions and the templates for the cherry blossoms. Otherwise, that's it. Have fun. Go ahead, be creative. And if you want to send me a picture of the one that you've made, go ahead and go for it. I'd love to see what you made. Alright, bye everyone.